YouTube, right? I need 1,000 likes.
Start liking your video.
So start liking my videos. Okay, let me draw a banana. Let me draw a banana here. Okay. Quick banana. I don't need to make a stem, do I? Okay. So again, to shrink the artboard down to there, I can select my art, go underneath Object, Artboards, Fit to Selected Art, and then I'm going to save that as banana. Banana. And then let me do one more. We'll do one more, and then we'll make a cornucopia. So what do you want to do? Pear or kiwi? Pear? Okay. Kiwi's hard for sure. Try artichoke. I had students try artichoke. Very hard, but hey, they did it good. What am I doing? Pear? Could that be a pear? That could be a kiwi as well. Okay. We'll call that a what do we call that? We'll call that a lime. How about that? There's lime. So again, I'm going to suck it. I'm going to select that. Oh, let's rotate it. Lime. There we go. Lime. So again, I'm going to shrink my artboard down. I'm going to save this. Lime. Okay, so I have 3 pieces of fruit. I've had students make a table, and they put all the fruit on a table. I have had students, you know, you should take your fruit and think about it in a way that, you know, you can present it nicely. Okay, a lot of fruit still lifes are, you know, you can go to museums. I think some of the best still lifes I've seen were at the museum in San Diego. What was that? What's the museum called in San Diego? It's a museum in San Diego. D. There it is. San Diego Art Museum. How about that? Oh, that's it. Yeah. No. Oh, they have this giant video that I have to look at. That's why I was waiting to download. There's fruit. See? See how it's on a table and it has shadow? See? So think about how to present your fruit in a way that is interesting, and it's just not just the pieces of fruit slapped together. You know, something like this. Fruit. I don't know. But you get the idea. Something like maybe a table would be nice. Something interesting. Okay, so let's, or the cornucopia. Oh, what did I get? I wanted a new file. So in Illustrator, I'm going to start with a new file. We can make a table. So let's talk about, let's make a table. Ugly brown table. Does the table have legs? Woo, ugly. There's a table leg. Look at that. Maybe some drapery.
Jeff?
Yes?
What if the lighting is different in all the fruits?
Then you have to change it. Make it work. That's pretty ugly. Okay, don't do a table. Don't do a table. How's the cornucopia look? What is that, Fruit of the Loom? Is that it? Loom? Isn't that like food? Isn't that bras? There it is. This is what I'm talking about. What is this thing? This thing called? That is a cornucopia. Is that what it's called? How do you spell that? C-O-R? Oh, there it is. Cornucopia. Oh, there it is. That's what I want. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cornucopia. Look at that. Something like that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? What's that?
Can I just put it on a plate?
Yeah, make a plate.
Instead of this.
Yeah, make a plate. I would love it to be on a plate. Whoosh. I'm doing a cornucopia. You don't have to do a cornucopia if you don't want to. I just wanted to do it.
You don't get less grade for that, right?
You get less grade for not doing any scene. You got to do some kind of scene. I want something cool.
Gotta be a story.
There it is. Cornucopia. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Oh, I need black.
Looks like a cat.
Okay, here's my cornucopia. Beautiful. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I need to bring my fruit and put it in my cornucopia here. It looks like one of those you know, a snail or a slug that's gonna eat you or something, doesn't it? Okay, to bring my fruit in, you can use the place option, okay? So there's a couple ways. First, you can actually copy and paste if you want. Copy and paste, that works fine. So I could highlight this, copy, Command C, highlight it all, Command A, Command C, go to my Cornucopia, Command V. Okay, now the other problem you might want to do is before you do something like that, maybe make layers. You should keep organized. We just had a guest speaker here earlier today, and she talked a lot about being organized. Right, so if you haven't started working in layers inside of Illustrator, you probably should. You'll notice that right now I have all these layers here, and in this Cornucopia thing has a bunch of layers. I should not have put the fruit in there. So I already put the fruit in there, so it's kind of stuck in there, right? No, it's not stuck in there. I can make a new layer, so I'm going to click right here. It's called New Layer right there. Make a layer 2, and I'm going to call this one Apple. And then I can you can actually move things around in the layer window. I can take my stem and my shape of my fruit, and I can drag it into that layer right there. And now it's in its own layer there. You notice it's not in, this is the Cornucopia. Something like that. I don't know. Whatever. So again, so this is all in one and this is in another. Nice thing also about in the layer window, I can lock it so I don't mess with it. Can't change it. By locking it, then you can't mess with it. I might group this together so it sees it as one. I got an apple. Another way to bring in so that was copying and pasting, right? Do you remember that? Okay. Next thing is I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to bring in my, what was my second one? Oh, banana. Instead of copying and pasting, though, I'm going to use the place option. The place option is under File, Place, File, Place. I'm going to go find my Banana AI. See it right there, Banana AI, and say Place. It's going to ask me how big I want it, and I can drag it, and it'll drag it how big I want it. Okay, notice it's automatically grouped together. It sees it as a team. When I copied and pasted, this was a, you know, these are kind of two objects. The banana is like a solid object here, and it's one. Notice it says linked as well. Okay, see how it says linked right here? That's a problem, because what it's doing is if I delete that banana off the desktop, the banana is going to disappear from my thing here because it's linked. I'll show you what I mean. If I go over here to banana, let me close it. Let me hide the Illustrator. Let me hide this. Let me say, oh, I take the banana and I throw it into my folder here. Watch what's going to happen in Illustrator. It's going to give me an error message. Because when I use that place option, it's referencing that original piece that's on the desktop. Do you know what I mean by that? So be very careful of that, especially when you're making your artist statement. When you make your artist statement, you're going to have a bunch of different pieces. You're going to be bringing in pictures of the artist, a portrait of the artist, and things like that. And then things are going to be linked like that, and you're going to have problems. Okay, so I'm going to say yes or cancel.
So when you place things,
and I'm going to delete it. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do another place. Here we go again. So I'm going to go under File, Place. I'm going to find, I think I put it in my folder. Where's my banana? There it is, banana. And I'm going to place it in there. After I place it, there's actually a linked pop-up window underneath Window, Links. It's called Links. Inside there, you'll see the banana is there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the embed image option here, or embed. If you say embed image right here, it'll then, oh no, not embed. I'm going to embed this somehow. What do I want to do? Edit original, relink, go to link, edit original, update link, embed image. Yeah, that's what I thought I wanted to do. Why is it not letting me embed? Go to link, relink.
what would happen if you just delete the link here? Link there.
No, there should be a way to embed. Why won't it let me embed? The document contains a PDF object that has been reinterpreted. Oh, it doesn't like it. Oh, didn't like it at all. I have no idea. Just be careful. That should have worked. I don't know what it. You should be able to embed it. The new version of Illustrator does that automatically. It doesn't link, actually. This is an older version of Illustrator, so it's not. The newest version actually embeds it automatically. Just to keep that in mind. Then I have one more, right? A lime, right? Oh, there it is, lime. I can copy and paste that as well. And then make it smaller. If you want, you could duplicate your lime, rotate it. There we go. More than one lime. Banana. Oh, I put all the lime in the banana folder. Look at that. Not organized. Let me make a lime folder. And let me move my limes in there. There we go. So we have limes. We have banana. We can rotate our banana a little bit. Maybe stick it in between the apple and the limes. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Big apple there. Maybe make another apple. You want another apple? Maybe rotate that apple. Or the other way. No. I don't like that. Okay. Ah! Lost my banana. Why is my banana selected with the... I just want the one apple. Look how I can select things in here as well by clicking the little circle. Do you see that? Circle. Okay, but that looks like crap. So the best way to make it look a little better is to give it some shadow. Okay, shadow. So to give it some shadow, I think you saw me do that last class where I duplicated the shape. I made it all black. Oh, the stem is there too. I guess I can make the stem black too. There we go. And I don't want this to have, I guess it's all linked. But if you make it all black, you can squish it down and then blur it. Under blur, Gaussian blur, blur it. And then send it behind it. There we go. There we go, a little shadow, right? I'd probably do that. You can also have a shadow in some of the other objects as well. You can add a shadow. Maybe duplicate these fruit, the lime. I could duplicate that. Fill it with black. Shrink it down. Blur it. And then make sure it's underneath. You can drag it here. Notice how I move things around in there, so we got some shadow there, right? And then, you know, most of the lighting is coming from the same direction, so think about that. Because see how it's highlighted here, and it's kind of highlighted here, and highlighted there? What do you guys think? Place option, copy and paste, adding shadow, making a cornucopia. You can make a plate if you want. You don't like cornucopia? Oosh, ugly cornucopia. But you should have your fruit together in a group like this. If I was going to make a plate, how would I make a plate? I don't know. Let's try and make a plate. Ellipse. Add a plate. And then let's make a gradient. Remember the gradient? Remember the oval gradient? Where's my oval gradient? Gradient. And where's my gradient options? Gradient, gradient, gradient. You see, oh jeez, gradient. Can't find gradient. Gradient. There it is. Maybe we do what? An oval, radial gradient, and we give it some color. And remember how I adjusted the gradient last class like that? And then And then I'm going to make a plate. That beautiful plate. Of course, a plate might have a foot to it, right? Nah, that doesn't look right. How about the plate has a shadow? Uh-oh, the plate's above my stuff, isn't it? Okay. Oh. How about that? I made a plate in 5 minutes. No? I don't know. Think of some way to display your fruit properly is all I'm trying to say. Any questions? You guys know what you're going to do? You know what fruit you're making? Okay. So next week we're going to do something different. So hopefully you're done with fruit. You know how to draw fruit. Work on that right now. Finish your animal. What else you need to do? Did you finish your duck?
Yep.
Okay, so we got duck, we got fruit, we got
Call Grove discussion.
call grove discussion. I thought you did that already. Okay, let's look at what you're supposed to be participating in Canvas. It's very important. Go see the tutor, right? If you haven't seen the tutor, you should go see the tutor. So you should all have patterns done right now, right?
Pattern? Yeah.
Yes. And then you did your brushes, right? Then you did an animal, right? Then you drew a duck. Then you did your coal grove discussion, right?
That was okay.
Okay.
Oh, tomorrow.
Okay, do that today, yes. And then you draw your fruit by next week, right? Okay. And then we're going to start next week. Then you got a point, line, and plane discussion on point. And we'll start our, let me see, which one do we want to do next week? How about type as a design element? So I have to rearrange these. You got plenty of stuff to work on right now, so go, start. I'll be here. I will help you. Ask me a question, please. Let me turn this off.
Oh, still recording?
What's that?
Still recording?
Oh, it's still recording. You're right. Turn it off. Stop recording.